I think in these international events,
Mm.
most of us go there thinking that we are not as qualified. In other countries, chess is a profession. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you're doing chess.
Yeah.
So you don't go there with high expectations. But then if you're faring quite well, then you get to realize it's serious. Then you step up to the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At this rate, I feel like, the way Kina Kipchoge, Keino, and all these marathoners and runners, wakienda, wanaenda na wakipigiwa drum set na wakidansiwa na nini, na wakirudi juu wameshinda, wanafanyiwa the same thing. Mnafanyiwangwa hivyo ama tuanze kuwafanyia hivyo? Ministry of Health, Ministry of Sports and Gender, Ministry of Trade, is a
Yeah,
ministry tuko tu hapo because this is a very big representation of the
it
Kenyan
is.
mind. Like I'm just imagining, I don't know, I don't think you fathom what you guys are doing. Even to us, like I am a medic and I am bright and I am intelligent, but you don't understand what you're doing. Like when you're in a sector, you're in a position and in a space, you're doing so well in the space that you are in, to the point that you're being recognized globally, na watu wanawaogopa globally, sasa wako like we awaseni wanoma. So why and I understand there's the Kenyan recognition, but you know what I mean, like that kind of Kenyan recognition, it's a proper competition. Like we are really appreciating the talent that we have in this country, because every day I am learning that the kind of minds that are in this country are just something else. We are resilient. We survive in spaces where people go into and they're like, how are you even working here? We are
Uh,
sharp. We have good memory. We are bright.
we are ambitious.
We are very
We
ambitious.
are go-getters.
We are go-getters. Like no matter umeanguka, unasikia ni kama ni kubaya, uko like, okay, fine.
Mhm.
Sawa, wacha nijigeuze, niamke, niende tena. Um, when you sit down and think about it, we have a very powerful population, and both currently in the older generation and also an upcoming population. Una imagine mtu kama wewe umefanywa nini? Ni chairman PSK ama sijui, CEO, permanent
Uh,
secretary of health somewhere. Like such a
yeah.
mind is a sharp mind that can be able to decipher and function through different things. And we are out here anyway. This conversation can go down some rabbit holes and quoting a certain former in charge in the legal system. Saa zingine tunaweka watu kwa system na hatuangalii vitu zingine. So, but I think your sector, chess needs to be recognized. The guys who are playing chess need to be, and not just chess. I know there's very many other sports that are also playing that people are not being recognized for. There needs to be
Mhm.
more recognition, and support as well, and being put in the space of where it's actually now made part of also. I understand it's part of the education system, but I mean, the way we support sport, let's
Yeah.
support our brains to that level where we are
Yeah.
winning at that level. Yeah.
This conversation has just reminded me in the Chris event, I won gold, Joyce won silver. And we didn't,
Mhm.
I think no one was expecting Kenya to win, including the players and the coaches and everyone, such that when we were getting to the podium for the national flag, we didn't
Yeah.
carry the Kenyan flag because we weren't
Yeah.
expecting. Because we weren't. I think now there's been a shift. Guys
Yeah.
at least have seen if people can win in these events. We need more support from the ministry, definitely. But
Yeah.
Chess Kenya has also been working overtime for it to be incorporated into the school systems. Chess Kenya has
Mm,
been working overtime.
that's
Right
true.
now, the number of kids playing chess
Mm,
in our time, it was just 2016. I
yeah.
think you'd find a tournament with like 100 kids. That's a national event. Right now,
Mm,
the national juniors tournament has, you might find more than 2,000, more than,
yeah, that's beautiful.
yeah,
Mm,
Kenya has really been working on that. And maybe from that now we'll get the recognition we deserve. Chess might, maybe not in the next 5 years, maybe in the next 10, 20 years, it
yeah.
might end up being a profession in Kenya, like in other
Mm,
countries.
mhm,
You train your child from age 3 specifically. They're getting into chess to become a chess player professionally.
mhm.
Mm.
I remember, yes, that conversation. I remember even Dr. Victor Ngani actually mentioned how the growth of chess has been really good. And
So
I've seen how they're even introducing a lot of chess in schools because my daughter's school has chess. And I sit here and wonder what is the quality, or are they just putting in activities? Because now you're seeing chess, robotics, things to do with tech. There's a lot of AI that's being introduced, other than now the common activities of skating and swimming, etc. And I wonder the quality of that has been introduced in the education system. Did the Ministry of Education or the private sector actually sit down with specialists like you to bring in these projects, or they were just put in there as money making ventures? And also, are they in public schools? Because I've just seen them in private schools, so I could be wrong.
Dr. Manu, I know we're in different generations, but I'm certain that even in your generation, you must have had school activities where maybe there's a sport or something. May I ask you, what do you think in Kenya today is a single largest gathering of junior athletes in the country in any given year? What is the largest gathering? Like how many children are actively participating in a sport at national level? Which one do you think it is?
I think football.
Football. How
Yes,
many teams do you think playing at national level?
in Kenya, I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I know. I
Okay,
have no
let's get
idea.
maybe 1,000, 2,000, and I'm being generous there. The
Uh-huh.
chess finals, the national championship, the finals where you have to qualify for, had over
Yes.
7,400 actively participating children. Chess is by far the single largest sporting event in Kenya, and it's been like that for the last 3 years. Now, the idea to have chess in schools is not something that is local in origin. This has been done in the West, it's been shown to work, and because of the mental benefits of chess to children. So, first and foremost, I'll start with a very easy one, which is that your children need to let off steam one way or the other. They're either going to go to TikTok and watch Mr. Beast, or they're going to find, maybe play a musical instrument, or they'll play chess. Now, when you play chess, it also helps you the cognitive function. They do better at math. They generally learn better, concentration, decision making, maturity. There's a lot of benefit, and there's literature all over the net to support this. And so the schools today, for example, the former national champion, who's Robert McLigeo, now is studying out in Europe, and is the highest rated player in the country today. He learned his chess from a school where it was mandatory to play chess, the Logos Christian School, and that one single decision by the school has opened opportunities for this young man. He got into KCB chess team as a junior, and his chess has contributed a lot to where he is today in life. And his star is barely starting. You asked whether this is only in private schools. Actually, the majority of
Mhm.
chess players now are actually in public schools, and this
Wow.
was something that came about as a result of good leadership. Now, in Kenya, we don't often hear that, but in chess, we've been fortunate. We had a good officer that was elected, Bernard Banjala and his team. And I urge anybody to look at what has happened in chess the last 8 or so years so that we can replicate that. It shows that Kenya has resources, we have potential. If you put in good leadership, then what we've seen in chess can be replicated. Now, what am I talking about? We had our troubles. The same kinds of officials want to stay in office in perpetuity. They want to enrich themselves, make the, that was, chess was like that. And then by some miracle, we bought this team, and they're very clear that they're going to create opportunities. They had a program for spreading chess to remote areas, especially public schools. And they were going to lobby the Ministry of Sports, which they did, and the Sports Fund to support chess, because when a federation is well run and chess was well run, then the ministry doesn't have reservations supporting this sport. And so the Ministry of Sport over the years and the Chess Federation, what they did was create a situation where any child who qualified to be part of the national team would be supported to travel abroad and play tournaments. And what happens is that when these children travel out of the country, they are not only paid for their air tickets, accommodation, and everything else, they also paid an allowance up to 80,000. So we had a situation where there are some children making more money in a year from chess than their parents. There are stories where children are moved from the slums to own apartments from chess. There's quite a lot that has happened. And as a result, we've seen more children being recruited, especially in resource limited areas. And right now, I confidently say that Kenya is the best supported, best run chess federation anywhere in Africa. There are so many children now who are exceptional at chess, and their future is bright because of such a program. It's an exciting phase and exciting time to live. And I think chess in Kenya in particular is demonstrating what can happen when we focus our energies in development in the right place. If we focus leadership the right way, if we get good leaders, then we
Yeah,
get good results.
yeah. Because from what you're saying, I am getting a futuristic impression of how these young children who are already playing chess, some who are good at it and some who are very exemplary at it, I can just imagine the kind of people they'll turn out to be as adults, the kind of generation we are building in the future. That will just be a generation that has some of the qualities that you've mentioned quite severally. Now, yes, I do applaud Kenya for the progress that you're making in this sector.